Hey, Tonya.
What's up, John?
So, what's our new venture? I'll tell you. It's part two of how to book a cruise for beginners. In this part, we're going to talk about ship size. So, you have a budget and you decide what islands you want to go to. Now, the next part is what size ship. And each ship is different. We got the small ones from the Elation, which Tonya and I was on, and all the way up to the flagship of Carnival, which is the Mardi Gras. And we're going to touch on the different size of the ships and compare and differ and talk about a little bit. So the very first cruise I took Tonya on was on the boat called the Elation. It's a smaller ship. It doesn't have too much amenities as like the movie screen, movie underneath the stars, but it's a fun ship. It's homey, cozy, fun. You want to touch on this, Tonya?
Well, as he said, the Elation was my first cruise that he had taken me on. You definitely feel the rocking on the smaller ships. Not that that's a bad thing, but the standing line is the drunks walk straight and the sobers walk crooked on the Elation because you feel the motion. Not a bad thing when you're trying to sleep, though, if you like that, being rocked like a baby. But yeah,
it's an 810-foot rocking chair.
Yeah, it's a nice ship, and I didn't have anything to compare it to in the beginning when I first went on that.
Right.
So it was, I still enjoyed myself.
One thing, what I noticed from being on different cruises and different ships with you, that the smaller ship is more, the personnel get to know you better. They know you by name. By the next day, hey, Miss Tonya, Mr. John. And, it's not.
They do. And at dinner in the dining hall, the waiters and waitresses, they do get to know you. They do some fun things in there, which if you're booking a cruise, that's something to leave for surprise.
Oh, yeah.
But they do a lot of little things during your dinner time, and it's really nice. But they get to know you. They get to know your orders, what you order to drink. And then when you arrive the next night for dinner, they remember. They remember what you ordered to drink, and it's already at the table ready for you when they know the time you're coming, which is very nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're very personal. They get to know you. Sometimes they'll sit right at a chair next to you and just joke around with you. It's a lot of fun.
All right. So next ship in the category, it doesn't mean we did this in order, but the next ship up was the Glory. And we got lucky, and Carnival gave us a call the day before our cruise and said, hey, you want to upgrade from a balcony to a grand suite? Duh. Yeah, we upgraded for a little minimal price, and we got the grand suite. And the Glory's nice.
Let me state, though, that any room is nice. I don't prefer an interior, but any room is nice. But the suite, it was a special treat for that cruise.
Yeah, that was really nice, really nice. The Glory, the difference between the Glory and Elation was they had a movie screen. You can watch movies underneath the stars. It's basically movies like on pay-per-view or just released to the movie theater. Watch it. They give popcorn and all that good stuff.
And that's what I did miss. They didn't have that on the Elation at all.
No, they did not.
TV screen. So
right.
It's the other ships that do have that. That is one thing a lot of people attend is the movies under the stars.
Yeah, definitely. And they have they call it the Carnival 2.0 where they upgrade to the Red Frog Pub and the Blue Iguana and all that, which I'm not going to get into because I want you to be surprised and have your own feelings about the ship. So I don't want to discourage anyone from one ship to another ship. I'm just telling you the difference.
And the things we say it's our opinion. So
right.
We're not saying one way or another not to do something. Just want to make sure you guys are clear on that.
Absolutely. And the next ship in the category is the Dream Class, and the ship we went on was the Magic. And right now, to this date, until we go on other ones, this is our favorite ship. When you walk in, and the huge atrium with the glass elevators, and it goes all the way up to the ladle deck, it's just wow. It has a great wow factor. A lot of stuff to do on the ship. It's wide open. We just enjoy it a lot. Again, it's just almost like the Glory, except wider and just a little bit more stuff. I'll let you use your imagination and let you go on it and decide what you like. The next ship up in the category is the Vista class. and there's 3 boats in the Vista class. And believe it or not, I looked it up. Each Vista class ship is a little bit different. The one we went on was the Vista, and we liked it. I don't think it had the big wow factor
It's
when
the
we
one with
walked
the
in.
IMAX. It did have the IMAX theater.
Right.
It was a nice boat, but it was still a beautiful boat.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've been on other classes, for instance, the Magic, in comparison, it's preference.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more boxy to me. Even like where the elevators are, you didn't get that wow factor, as John mentioned.
Right.
The elevators, you didn't see the glass elevators. They were just like in a little hallway. So it's just the views weren't as spectacular in certain areas of the boat. In other areas, I mean, obviously looking over the balconies anywhere, you get a spectacular view.
And I read up on why they didn't do that. They said to put more cabins in and more like the IMAX theater, the 4D movie theater, and stuff like that. So they were limited on space, so they gave up some to give more.
Still
If that makes
beautiful
sense.
ship.
Beautiful ship. And the next category up is the XL class, which is the brand new flagship for Carnival, which is the Mardi Gras. Can't really talk about it because we haven't been on it, but we are booked in January to go on it. So and that's the one we're gonna vlog. So you'll see for first time with us what the Mardi Gras.
We're gonna video daily, and
Yep.
you guys are in for a treat.
So you'll see our expression and how we like it. All right, so we're gonna move on. Now you picked your ship. Now, how are you gonna book it? That's
Just let me stop
ahead.
you for
Yep,
1 second.
yep.
You want to let them know that you do not work for. We do not work for Carnival.
no. I do not work for Carnival. I'm not affiliated with Carnival. I know Carnival like the back of my hand. I've been on again Princess. We're going on Royal Caribbean. We are so familiar with Carnival. So
And we will attach somewhere in this video the Christina, who we go through, her information. She does work for Carnival, and we did get permission from Carnival through her to go ahead and give her information.
Yep.
She's wonderful. She's really good. Any questions you have regarding your planning of your cruise, anything at all, she can pretty much take you step by step to plan everything out for you.
Yep, and that leads into my next point. Thanks, Tonya. It's you got basically 3 ways you can book a cruise. You can do it by yourself, and for beginners, I highly suggest not to do that because there could be some things what you might not understand or not. You
Just
know,
the little details.
right? The little details, what cabin, where to be in the ship and everything else. It can be confusing for a first-time cruiser. I get it. Next one is a travel agent. Before you book through a travel agent, make sure you do your homework and this person is legit. You hear horror stories on the news all the time. These people booked a trip and they lose their money. Nothing wrong with travel agents. Just do
And
your
we've
homework.
used Christina for many, many years.
Yeah, and Christina works through Carnival. She is a Carnival employee. She's not a travel agent. She is an employee through Carnival. We have probably used her on 5 ships, 5-6 years now. We'll put in the information. You give her a call. She'll help you to pick what the best price. You tell her your price range. You tell her what kind of ship you want to go on, what islands, and what time of the year. And I tell you what, bam, 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 bam.
And if you come across issues, talk to her.
Yep.
And she's very, very quick to respond.
And you know what? And we use Christina, but I guarantee any agent through Carnival or any other cruise lines would be more than happy to help you. So we're just talking about Christina because that's who we use. So I think we covered this portion of part 2 on the cruise pretty good. Stay tuned for part 3, and that's when we're going to talk about excursions and some other fun stuff what we can do. So on that note, I'll see you on the flip side.
Take care. Talk soon.